somebody else special. Michael, would you come on up here?
Thank you, baby.
Michael sent me, I'm going to introduce you.
Okay.
Michael sent me, like, you know, this bio thing,
That is long.
which I hate bios. I mean, because, you know, one, I got to put my glasses on to read them. It's terrible. But the one thing that he said, and I was like, we don't need to know anything else about you if we know this. 100% of my new clients are referred by my existing clients. What a competitive advantage that is. That is huge. But I did pull out a couple other interesting things. Started a business at the age of 16. Thought that was interesting. He is the owner of the Growth Coach, one of their franchises here in the Cincinnati-Dayton area since 2003. Was the Coach of the Year in 2006. And Michael's going to introduce himself, and he's going to tell us what he wanted to be when he was a kid.
Yeah. It's funny, these two people that I wanted to be like was Pete Rose and Johnny Bench.
Oh.
And interestingly enough, I think they're phenomenal baseball players. But as an adult, it's interesting they're not the, you know, I thought they were everything when I was a kid, but it's interesting looking at them as an adult. So it's a little bit different. So.
Yeah, good perspective.
So thank you.
Yeah, Michael's going to be my helper today, so we're going to kind of be back and forth. All right, my name is Peg Stookey. Hopefully everybody knows that by now. I am an entrepreneurial and transition guide and mentor. I'm the founder of Legacy Connection, soon to be... Good. We're going to practice. I heard Aileen. Thank you. Creator of the Legacy Cycle. I love training and teaching. It is one of my best things. As a mother, I'm a teacher. As a wife, I'm a teacher, but that's not appreciated.
Hard-headed student.
Dog owner, I'm not a very good teacher, but I try. I love public speaking. Really came to that through my years in Pampered Chef. I remember the very first kitchen show I ever did, and I'm standing up here with a food chopper, and just my knees were shaking so bad. But you know what? It forced me to be in front of people talking about something I knew about and I loved. And I took the role of teacher and trainer. Never salesperson. I never called myself a salesperson. So let me teach you about this baking stone. And if it's a good thing for you, try it out. You know, and if it's not, call me back and we'll exchange it. That's how I started. And I went on lots of trips with that method. All right. My favorite role is as friend. And I hope that you all feel comfortable with me in that role as well. All right, what did I want to be when I was growing up? Always a doctor. I never wanted to be anything else. What kind of doctor, I wasn't sure. Pretty sure I was headed towards surgery. And then I met this wonderful man who became my husband now of 32 years, so I think it was a good decision. But I kind of came to the conclusion, surgeon, wife of this guy probably isn't going to work out. But I have always had that interest in science and medicine. So that's what I wanted to be. So,
Thus the anatomy.
we are going to have an anatomy lesson today. Finally, it all comes together. Where did that biology degree, where was that useful? Finally. All right, so we're going to have an anatomy lesson here today. This, of course, is the brain. I'm not sure what's with the brain. It's a little bit orange, but it's glowing. It's working. Then we have the eyes, or in this case, eye sockets, I guess. Heart, you know where that is. And the spinal column. These are the only 4 pieces of anatomy we're going to talk about today. So we don't have to know anything more, anything complicated, but just remember those 4 pieces of anatomy today. We're going to use the human body as a reminder tool for making great decisions. All right, so remember that's what we're here for. Entrepreneurial decision making, to begin or begin again, wherever you are on a decision. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to use the human body, something we carry with us 24/7, so there's no excuses. All right, we're going to start with the brain. Reminds us of mindset. Okay? So let's think a little bit about entrepreneurial mindset. Tell me, what are some characteristics? Peggy.
Taking risks.
Ooh, I like that. Taking any risks?
Calculated.
I take any risk.
I like it. How about calculated, maybe educated?
How about creative?
Creativity, yes. What other kind of mindset as entrepreneurs? Pardon me? Ooh, perseverance. She needs 3 candy bars for that one. What else? Proactive.
You need to be persistent.
Persistent. What else?
Flexible.
Ooh, flexible.
Independent.
Independent. Good.
Problem solver.
Problem solver. Wow. I'd say we've got some experience in this room. All right.
Peg, I always say, be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Good. Then you know you're in the right spot, right?
Right.
When you're a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little bit edgy. All right. We're going to focus in on one area of mindset today, and that is curiosity. And as we've heard, there's all kinds of others we could focus in on. But today we're going to talk about being curious. Okay? Asking the right questions so we can get to that great decision in discovery. Okay? Maybe one of those right questions for you is why? Or why now? Or maybe what? How about what if? That's one of my favorites. Who? Who else? Do you see any glaringly absent question on there?
When, how.
Wow.
Why me?
We can have why me. Any why is good. The one I was looking for that is not there is how. So has anybody read any of the Peter Block books we recommended that you read? Anybody read the answer to how is yes? What do you think that's about? Let's get ready for Peter. What's that book about? Action. Good. There's an element of action. Absolutely.
Understanding that you don't need the answer to how.
Good. We don't have to have all the answers to begin. Okay? Even though I'm saying discovery is good, like Michael said, we don't have to have it perfect to begin. We don't have to know it all to begin. But you know what we need, and you guys were kind of mentioning it over here. We need that persistence. We need that commitment. Okay? And that's what comes from why. Understanding why is what brings out commitment. All right. Step 2, we're going to be curiouser. Not just curious, curiouser. As Alice said, curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. She was so much surprised that for the moment she quite forgot how to speak good English. That's okay, isn't it? We're all creative entrepreneurs. We can play with the language a little bit. So in being curiouser, we're not just going to ask why, what if. We're going to go deeper. All right. Here's some great questions. What commitment am I willing to make?